Hello and welcome back to my Survival Plus series. I have realised, by the way, that Survival Plus is actually the name of a pack that you can add. I can't remember if it was Java or if it was for Bedrock, so I might need to come up with another name for this series. We have, however, been busy. I've actually been building a villager farm on the island. Fortunately, it wasn't too hard to get the villagers over to the island. They were just over the water over there. There was a village right on the shore, which was really helpful. I brought them across via boat, dug out a little reservoir and brought them up here, and then eventually brought 2 villagers into there, and it's been actually pretty easy. The reason we want a villager farm on the island is we're actually going to build some villager-based farms. Due to the size of the island, we can actually have multiple farms without any issue of village size or them being too close to each other. So I'm initially starting with an iron farm. This way we'll have enough iron to build the rails so that we can get the villagers around and we can start getting hoppers together for sorting systems. But the iron farm is actually going to have a dual purpose. I'm also going to use it for villager trading, which leads on to our second farm, which will actually be a villager-based potato and carrot farm, which we can use to trade for emeralds. I've actually started moving some of the villagers out, so I set up this system, which has only actually worked once out of all the times I've moved villagers, but the idea was that I put a boat at the bottom. As the villager goes down, they're knocked out of this activated rail, and into the boat, and then I can jump in the boat with them, take them up this canal, and bring them all the way to here. Obviously, I'm going to extend this in the future so that we can take them all the way to the other corner of the island. I think, however, rather than continuing digging this out and building this reservoir, I should start thinking about building the actual structure. I think it's a really good idea to try and keep it as far in the other corner as possible. Actually, in here is not a bad shout, because then I could probably terraform a little bit and try and build it in. So it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good shout. Just in my base organising stuff to go build the farm, and I hadn't noticed what my brother has done to the tree farm. Papuga, this is ridiculous. I know I've not been on it for a bit because I was busy editing the video, but like, this is a full-on farm.
Yeah?
Where did you get a top hat from?
Oh no, I've just changed my skin.
Oh, okay. Because I know we got those hats, didn't we?
Yeah, I've not done any of the questing really, but no, I just organised this a bit, like made it so we.
Oh, a bit. Yeah, not much work gone into.
Just so it's easier to farm.
Yeah, this is looking great. Like, I know you've mapped out the island. Where's your map?
Oh, follow me.
This is incredible. As I was saying before, I've got plenty of, oh my god, like, to build the iron farm. So the iron farm is basically going to be up in this corner. So
Yeah, because your breeder's here.
yeah, so I've actually started moving somewhat, but I'm going to actually start building the farm and try and blend it in. But for that, you said you had deep slate?
I have a lot more at the zombie XP farm, but it's just also, if you come over to here, so this is the larger map one that I messaged you about, and there's some copies in here, in the barrel.
Nice, I'll take them at some point. I do need to build like a map room. It'll be cool once we can flesh this out a little bit more. I know it's huge.
In this corner over here, you can see that I tried going up a bit. That's where I kept dying. So I was originally going to like do the whole border of this map and then fill it in. And then I just kept dying there. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. It's like this lush forest that had like a load of shadows and stuff.
What?
There was creepers, zombies just spawning out of like anywhere. It was horrid.
You can tell we have it easy on this island, right? Because there's so many weird mobs as part of Better on Bedrock, and we just don't ever really see them because it's so peaceful here.
So I did explore the Nether a little bit. That's where I've got this rose gold armor and some cobalt I'm working on. There's also I can't remember how to pronounce this armor, but this armor you can find in the Nether as well.
Yeah.
Find the stuff for it, and it's like equivalent of diamond, maybe stronger. Yeah, so I'm working on that too, but quite frankly, the Nether is just insane.
Yeah, I know. Do you know
I think I know where a boss fight is in there as well.
Oh, great, because did I explain how the end is different? I think it's something like we have to defeat 4 bosses in the overworld, 4 in the nether, and then we combine them or something.
We got that from that boss we killed the other day.
Ah, used to craft Eyes of Ender. Okay, cool. We still have to kill that other one eventually, you know. I just don't know how we're going to do it.
I also don't know where it's gone.
Oh no. I think that's worse.
You found the waystone.
Yeah.
So you place them about and you can teleport between them.
What?
But it does cost 3 XP. Yeah.
Oh, 3.
That's why I've linked it up to the zombie farm that I'm working on.
So do I just place it down and left click and name it
Yeah.
or something? Okay, cool.
Yeah, so place it down now. You can easily retrieve it.
And then I just name it and that. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's going to save me a lot of time building this iron farm because I'll just place it down.
Oh, for sure.
Once we've got this whole island filled with farms, these are going to be so helpful. I've actually built the basic structure of the kill chamber now. Built it a bit taller. Currently, we're just going to store it all automatically. But eventually, I'll add on an item sorter as well, just to organise everything. I'll probably also do it with a crafter, so that it can combine the iron ingots into iron blocks. I'm going to need to build the spawn platform on top now. I can never remember how many blocks it is. I feel like it's 7 in each direction. I'm going to start with that, and if I need to modify it, I will. I could just look up a tutorial, but I find this a bit more interesting just to have that sort of problem solving. I'll probably also mix up some of the blocks so there's a bit of a texture on here as well, actually. What have you done to this zombie farm, Papuga?
Oh, God.
Right, I'm here.
Hello.
Why is my frame rate dropped? Oh my... Is it... Where do I hit them? Here? Why have they got so much armour?
Some of them just seem to spawn like that. Obviously, there's a ton of glowy ones in there as well. I've turned the machine off. There shouldn't be any more spawning. Let me have a look.
So we're just clearing it now.
Yeah, we were clearing it that whole time.
I didn't know if... Yeah, because obviously this is a lot less than it was.
There's still a few in the system, but... Yeah, that might actually be it. Yeah, I'm not going to turn that back on for maybe a little while.
Yeah, you might need a bigger storage system, to be honest. There were no bugs at all with the zombie farm.
I mean, there wasn't. I should have just not been awake as long as I was.
I mean, potentially next time, I'd say, turn it off. Well, that's the spawning platform built for this iron farm. Next up, I need to go hunting for leaves.
There's a zombie with a baby zombie on its shoulders.
Yep. Yeah, standard. I suppose I do get to decide what colour leaf that I'm using. What do you reckon would go with deep slate?
Probably spruce. Need that darker vibe. I mean, I do have dark oak saplings, but it'll take a while to get that farm going.
Are you going to be more annoyed by me leaving hovering trees, or the fact that I'm just going to strip all the leaves and not mind the tree?
As long as we have enough saplings to replant.
In this chest there's 50 spruce saplings. Just realised building this that I've got one of the major parts, which is the beds. And we don't have a reliable source of wool in the game yet because being on the Mycelium Island, sheep don't spawn naturally. So it does look like I'm going to have to make a small wool farm before we continue, which is not what I intended to do whilst building this. And it does mean we're going off island again, so I don't know, hurry to the boats. I feel like there's a line. Papuga, what's the line? Get to the boats. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you can't get to the chopper because we don't have that.
No, I'm sure there's a line from something that's about getting to the boats, but yeah. Where should I build? Oh, I'm going to have to build the small wool farm by the iron farm for now. Eventually I'll build one back at the main area. It does all the different colours. I don't know why I went like one of the furthest corners. Oh, this is where I died multiple times trying to get 2 pieces of crying obsidian that we didn't need in the end. Oh no, I don't feel like I can probably breed a sheep and a dotted sheep. I feel like that's going to be one of those weird things, isn't it? I mean, there are 2 dotted sheep. You know what? I'm going to take the risk. Just me casually, like, with no water, riding on land in a boat with a dotted sheep in the back. Oh, another trunk error. One down. But I have to transport it back yet. And then get another. They don't look like they're breeding. Could you try and bring me back another dotted sheep, please?
See one, yeah. I don't have any wheat, though.
We have a boat. Just put it next to it. I can deal with the rest.
I'll breed 2 rams together.
I've got a ram and a dotted sheep, and they won't breed. And then I definitely know you can't breed 2 rams, which kind of does make sense, all things given. So, it turns out, after some research, that it's quite hard to breed sheep in Bedrock. It seems like it isn't impossible, but I couldn't quite figure out how it was done. So, instead I've got 3 sheep, but I need to be able to move grass blocks. Problem is, I don't have silk touch on anything. So I want to have the best chance possible and essentially have lots of levels. We do actually have an XP farm, but to be honest, it doesn't give us the most XP. So essentially, I'm just staying here, trying to get as many levels as I can, all just to farm some wool. With much trial and tribulation and much help from my brother, I've finally got silk touch, yeah, on a celestite pickaxe. Is that how we're pronouncing it?
Sure, I don't even know.
Celestite? It must be right, surely. Either way, I know a shovel's more efficient, but I need a pickaxe with silk touch much more than I need a shovel with silk touch. Did I actually pick up any grass? Yes, I did. So we can now go start working on the sheep farm, or the wool farm, I should say. Due to a series of unfortunate accidents, we're now down to 1 sheep in the sheep farm instead of 3. 1 is definitely better than none, so hopefully in a minute I should have sheared the sheep. Hold on, so if I shear this, that means in a second it should eat the grass, regrow its wool, and then farm itself again. Oh no. Wait, what? Oh, god damn it.
What's up?
Well, it appears I've gone to all that effort, set up the sheep farm perfectly, and for whatever reason, sheep farm don't actually work in Better on Bedrock, or one of the many other mods. They prevent droppers, or dispensers I should say, from actually shearing sheep. We'll just have to keep manually doing this as we build up the farm. Now that I've got the wool farm somewhat started, of course, it isn't operating exactly how I wanted it to. It's not going to be automated for us, annoyingly. It's probably time I start thinking about moving the villagers from over there and how I'm going to load them in here. And also, what sort of structure am I actually going to place them inside? I think that part should actually be incredibly simple to do, but it's the moving them in place that I'm concerned about, because we don't particularly have a lot of iron to start working with rails. So I think I'm going to have to be very smart about how I do this. I'm probably going to try and get them as high up as I can without rails, using boats again, and then try and slot them into place. We'll see how we get on. I've managed to build a water path that I can use boats with the villagers to get them all the way up there. But we haven't actually built where we're going to put the villagers. I'm going to get started working on that. I'm thinking theming wise, I'm probably going to stick with the deep slate. Quite a nice theme, and it's worked so well, so we can match that. I'll probably mix in some more varied blocks though, so at least there's some pattern to it, or some distressed look at least. I'd just make it a bit more interesting on top. Once I've got that in place, I'm going to drop in all the villagers into their locations. It's just going to take quite a while to do and to get right, because I still don't know 100% how I'm going to get them from those boats into their trading locations. The first 2 villagers are now in place. I actually ended up using like a rail cart system where I bring the villagers up in the water to here in a boat, and then I put the minecart in the water, delete the boat, and then the villager goes into the minecart and I push them along. So actually quite a simple way of doing it. I'm really liking the start of the look of these little pods for the villagers. Obviously when I'm done, I am going to connect them together, put in some lights. I'm probably going to connect up here and put like a lantern in between or something, just to give a nice little effect at night. But it's time to start thinking about getting all of the other 18 in. Also thinking about getting more wool to place down the beds, otherwise this village doesn't work. Though we do have 11 beds now, so that does mean that we can start getting iron if I get 10 villagers in. As in Bedrock, we can start a village with 10 villagers, but 20 is optimal. This is actually taking an awful long time to move all of these villagers. Oh, I should probably look where I'm going. This is not the easiest thing to do. But we're having to move them one by one. I've decided what I was doing before was letting them breed and then I was moving them when I was ready. I've realised the downfall of doing it that way is that because the villager breeder needs to be so far away, the villagers aren't actually grown up by the time I need to move them. Therefore, I'm going to start moving the villagers over here early. That way, hopefully they're grown up when I'm ready to move them. Except they're not ready this time because I actually am ready to start moving them in. But from now on, hopefully, this will make things a bit easier. Yeah. We need to start recording because we're talking too much about what's been going on. You were explaining it, I was like, wait, we just go over this all again. Hold on, I'll introduce where we're up to. The iron farm's complete in the sense of iron golems are spawning and dying. However, my brother kindly built a system whereby it filters everything and then the iron is turned into iron blocks and then it shoots up via water columns and down into chests. Is that correct?
Yeah. So obviously with how much iron this is generating, it's going to, like, you have 3 chests, didn't you, originally? Yeah. That's going to fill up. Not quick necessarily, but like it will fill up in no time.
Yeah.
So it was more to just reduce the the need for how much storage with how you wanted this presented. Splitting the items out and then having 4th lot of chests just in case anything drops in there that we weren't expecting. And then if you want to pop down here, and then there's just this chaos.
Right.
Over here is where the main item filters are. I'm sure you've seen item filters a million times by now. So yeah, just the basic stuff, that one. And then just feeding it into these water elevators.
It's lucky that this is a build for an iron farm, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I literally... Oh, God, how much was it?
Didn't you take an entire stack of iron blocks to do this?
Oh, no, I took that as payment for me doing this.
Oh, okay.
And then I think I ended up using that for other things. Obviously, you wanted to feed into that little base bit that you've got at the bottom of your farm. The 4 items... necessarily each have their own elevators that are going in a 3x3 area. I somehow had to fit in together. Originally I was going to have it like, oh, everything's out of the side and everything and it can just shoot in and go up, and then I realized the confines at the top, like you can't just have a straight elevator going into like a bottom of like the hopper because items don't feed in that way. Literally either the top or another hopper feeding into it.
So what you have done is better than what I was actually asking for.
Why? What did you want?
This is not what I meant. You made it harder. The water was supposed to come out of the side of the walls and into a hopper and then go into the chest. Do you know how much easier that would have been?
Maybe it would have taken me like 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
But if you look at the very top, I've used stairs to basically direct the flow.
Like, this is incredible, by the way.
Where like the hoppers and the autocrafter are placed are like purposely done is they shoot the item against the glass, and then that should go into where the stair bit is that has the waterlog, and then that flows over to the hopper that's next to it. They have to be placed there, because otherwise they're going to hit the actual bottom of the stair, not the bit that goes in.
Fair. I mean, it looks great. If it's any consolation, it took you less time to build that than it took me to build the iron farm. Oh, I need to start decorating the inside of this. Go and show you what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking on the inside here, walls, and then in front of it, iron bars and lanterns all the way around.
With the iron bars, depending on how much you use, it might start looking a bit like a prison.
Can they leave?
They've got open air.
They're not suffocated in prisons. It's not Guantanamo Bay. Wow, that's probably a bit dark for YouTube.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit. You might want to cut that bit
yeah.
out.
Cut that, cut that. Papuga and I have gotten distracted and are now looking at the TNT mod, and I've just realised what we should do with them. Come with me.
Yeah. I was crafting.
Look out the window. What do you see?
Oh, the ship.
Yes, we should blow up the ships using the TNTs. Tell me it's not a good idea.
Yeah, we should, for sure.
We've got to do the ultra first, the base one.
Yeah, it does.
Shall I just place it? You ready?
I mean, I've already backed off.
What? No. You were supposed to come get me.
Oh, fine.
And then we'll ride away, looking back on ourselves as it explodes. And go light
I got my camera.
In
I got my
3,
camera set up.
2, 1. Oh, it's not lighting. I haven't got a regular flint and steel. I've got a gold one.
I have just gold ones.
That was so anticlimactic. Imagine if you just lit it and legged it then. Right, you ready?
Yep.
It's going!
Get in. Ah!
So, that happened.
That whole thing of you say not all of them we're gonna die with.
Yeah, that was the first level. And by the way, I still had all my stuff, so we need to go back and get it. That ship looks worse for wear.
I haven't even looked yet.
There's not much of it left. We need to find a safer way to light these. Like, immediately this isn't gonna work.
I suppose if you're recording, then I can just run in. What's not mine? Oh god. Okay.
So,
that's yours. Why are you scaring me like that?
we should do it on... Are we gonna do it on land?
I want an area that ideally doesn't have a ton of trees so we can actually see. Have to finish with the colossal, so I'm leaving that at the bottom.
What do you think? Implosion?
Yeah, implosion. I'm gonna do it over here. 3, 2, 1. Not what I expected.
Oh, you didn't get sucked into it. What level of destruction have we got here? Okay.
Yeah,
not as destructive as the
tame.
last one. Right, what's up next then?
Disco.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely know that's not... Well, I mean, it's still an explosion, but I don't need to be a million miles away from that one.
Let's do it here. 3, 2, 1. There's the fact it's music.
I can't hear it. Oh, if I got my music turned down on this, I think I've... There.
I did nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, you can pick the next one this time.
Proxy.
Same spot?
Yeah.
Or do you think I need to be further?
You can go to the same spot, but I'm standing a little bit further back.
Oh!
Yeah.
This one looks rested.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, it shoots more out.
Yeah, that's definitely bigger than the implosion.
We're obviously leaving Colossal till last, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's the one I know I'm not going to survive.
Go on.
Oh,
Polar. Okay.
this house over here.
Go on. Have you
Yeah.
placed it?
Oh yeah, I've placed it.
Damn it!
Nice try. It's lit.
Oh.
Oh, does it just freeze whoever?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Oh, I thought it would do more to the actual building.
Did it do nothing?
Nah,
Okay.
need something destructive.
What have we got?
Lucky, Nether, Lava, and Shockwave.
Nether. I'm going to take lava as well, though.
So am I doing the Nether to it?
Yeah.
Okay, the Nether one looks pretty cool, to be fair.
Right, let me see it.
Yeah, it's got like blaze rods.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's definitely lit. Ah! Ah!
Well, that got rid of the building, though, finally. You happy now?
Yeah. Do you have that on you? The lava one?
Yeah.
Right, where do you want to do this?
I think that's
on
perfect.
its nose?
Under its nose, yeah.
3, 2, 1. Did that light?
I think it lit.
I lit something.
Is it trapped?
Oh, that's definitely lit.
Well, it worked.
I don't think that pig's gonna survive. Oh, will it move?
Oh, it's
no,
safe!
fine.
It's safe! Straight into the lava.
Yeah, there it just walks in.
Just a trail of destruction here. I know what we're doing for the colossal. Come to where I'm stood.
Yep. I see it. I've got the lucky TNT.
I feel like this isn't going to be very lucky. Creeper! Creeper!
So I'm guessing the lucky TNT just has... It's basically lucky blocks.
Yeah, I imagine so.
You ready?
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty
Okay.
decent.
That's
Well, it's a
actually pretty
perfect
cool.
area. You got another, haven't you? Do you want to bury it?
Yep.
Hold on. Do you want to bury it a bit further down and see what happens?
You were so lucky. I tried to hit it. Okay, it's underneath. Oh, there we go.
I was so hoping you would just go falling. Oh. That's pretty cool, though.
The other one. Aww.
Good try, though. Right, it's just the colossal left. We should do the ultra again. I have got the stuff on me. Hold on. Right, let's go blow this tower thing up.
Yeah, do you want to stand a bit further back? Just because.
Yeah.
Have you actually set it on? It's probably a good question.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely dead. Oh no.
Okay. We were just
Oh,
far too
silverfish.
close. Ah.
Yeah, I forgot they're I forgot it's infested stone.
Ah, because it's sacred.
Well, yeah, we just don't go over there anymore.
Come on.
Ultra first, right? Oh no, we did the ultra.
It's colossal, baby. Well,
Just run in, plant
Papuga,
it, leg
good
it.
knowing you.
Leroy Jenkins. Oh god, it's lit. Ah!
At least it.
Oh my god, that takes forever. I'm watching it from the death cam.
Oh. Well, there's no more pillager outpost.
Oh, that was...
That was certainly one way to clear space. I'm glad you don't have to get your stuff back. Like, looking at where your grave is.
But then again, I want them gas tiers. No, I have plenty.
Your corpse, however, looks like it was blasted out of the area. It's all the way
Yeah, I thought
over here.
I noticed that.
A pillager has spawned on one block.
Brilliant.
Can you see
I've
it?
just come out. Yeah, I've just come over, and my word. Oh, there's two pillagers now.
Some
Need to get
serious
another, yeah?
destruction.
Oh, I'm being attacked. See what you mean about the whole corpse? Yeah, that was some distance. You know what, I'm going to leave that there.
Now I've got a little bit of time. Actually going to stop building this up. Up here I've filled in all the gaps in between the villagers. I've placed down these lanterns, but I feel like it's a little bit repetitive. So I'm trying to think of something to do, maybe place something else down here, or maybe change it. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. However, in the meantime, I'm going to start working on the outside, and I've got the beginning of a concept in mind. However, I'm going to do this in a slightly weird way. I'm actually going to start building at the top level up here, upwards first, and then I'm going to fill in the bottom. I just feel like that's actually going to be a better way to do it, to integrate what's there rather than build up to it and then try and make it work. Going to need lots of resources for it, so I may end up robbing from my brother, though he does tell me he has lots of deep slate for me to use. This is very broad strokes of what I'm going for. I'm going to go back later and touch this up and put in walls so that it creates somewhat of a two-layered effect, and then it's going to transition into deep slate tiles where we're going to start seeing some more building structure like window frames and stuff like that. I'll also probably go in and put glass panes in amongst all the glass blocks, just again to give it that textured look, and potentially I'll add some of that at the top as well so it looks like flame embers coming off the top. The loose structure of the build is actually complete now. I have put in the tone, but that's going to change a bit over time as I add more detail. I'm going to be looking to build like a nice looking doorway just here that there'll be a path, because I've actually moved the waystone to over here now, and my brother's going to connect us up to the nether hub. We're really going to add some more detail by putting in that door frame, and then I'm also going to probably put in some tall windows as well. It's not just going to stay as a flat wall, there'll be bits that are inset and bits that stick out as well, which should hopefully create us this really interesting looking build. We'll at some point also have to consider how I'm doing the inside. At the moment the floor shouldn't be too hard, I'll just replace it with something. It's these bits here I'm going to have to do something with, and also create a way to get up and down that's a bit better than just bamboo. I'll probably just pop a clear glass roof on here at some point as well, so it doesn't always rain in here. I should have probably thought about this earlier. I should have built this maybe one further block out so that I could put down a fence around here, but at the moment it doesn't seem too bad. I've only fallen in a couple of times. You know what? I'm worrying about this too much. I'm trying to get this entire build done in one video. It's like no one does that. They build the farm and then they do another episode where they actually do the structure, and my mind's completely blank because I'm just stressed for no reason.
You can take it a bit easier, like...
Oh, well, to be fair, I'm actually ending the video. What you don't know is I'm recording now.
Yeah, I was not aware.
I think I'm going to leave it there. So, thank you for watching. See you next time, and may your picks never break. Say bye.
Bye.